In celebrating gallantry and professionalism, AIG Bashir Makama is a perfect model of effective policing. 1960 was a year of history in Nigeria. The country obtained her independence following the heroic efforts of the Nigerian nationalists. Remarkably, at the earlier part of that year, 1960, a historical event also started in Garikawa, a town in Mikang local government area of Plateau State, where a star was born on 2nd June 1960. The family of Pa Abu and Mama Jumai Makama had a son who was christened Bashir Emmanuel Dabo Makama.
AIG Makama is someone that has been very dedicated to the cause of the police force in Nigeria, very passionate about his job.
AIG Makama, I know, is a very decent police officer, disciplined, and a professional to the core. He worked with me, I think, for a period of about 2 years.
Makama, I've always loved him, respected him.
AIG Makama is a fantastic man. A good police officer. A police officer who does not use his position to make money.
Back home, he had been like someone that would look up upon, to emulate and grow up like him.
Let me, with every sense of responsibility, state that the AIG Zone 11, AIG Bashir Makama, BSc Daga, is an amiable officer, a workaholic, who only gives directives, supervision when appropriate and when needed. He allows his subordinates, both senior and junior, to carry out their responsibilities with supervision as required. But you can only take him for granted at your own peril.
He's loving, caring. If you respect you, respect him. He is somebody who loves to play and crack jokes.
When you meet a person whose life epitomizes excellence, integrity, humility, and other admirable qualities, these definitely will touch so many lives that will leave you with a lot to say about him. Excellence, they say, is to do a common thing in an uncommon way. Makama is just one man who has policed the nation in an uncommon way.
AIG Makama, describing that personality is something you cannot do in a rush. Talking about AIG Makama, you talk about a book.
Talk about Bashir Makama, AIG. Is so of an exceptional character that you cannot finish talking about him throughout the day.
I have known Bashir for a very long time, even when he was a junior officer cadet. And up to the time, I've also monitored his progress. And secondly, coincidentally, he's also married to my classmate. He's married to my classmate. And so you can see completely a whole family chain. And I watched his progress right from the time he was a junior officer up to the time that he went up to the rank of a commissioner of police. And to be very honest to you, although people don't make recommendations, but I was one of those who stood very firmly to make recommendation for him to be appointed to Benue when there were a lot of challenges in Benue, and they were looking for commissioner of police that will address the situation. I think without even the governor knowing, I said, yes, Benue is a neighbor, and the best person that will do that work was Bashir. Bashir was posted to Benue, and I felt very high and felt was very, very honored.
He has been here for us, and he has been supporting us. And I can see, not only for us, the Catholics, but when you go back to other denominations, they will have so much to say about him, because he has impacted so much in their own lives. And I think generally, when we talk about empowering the youth, he has done that. He has also participated so much in alleviating the poverty of this town.
He's a very forthright man, a down-to-earth man. He's a loving man with a hint of professionalism. I would describe him as an excellent officer, a fine man, and administrator to the core.
An officer who sees himself as a leader who has strong determination to solving common problems, that is organizational problems, and who sees himself as leading his subordinates, not bossy.
Beauty is a charm which fascinates the eyes of the beholder, but acts of meritorious service are one which win the soul forever. When it comes to serving meritoriously, Makama has won hearts, minds, and souls of the populace, as he did surrender his life and all in the service of his fatherland. AIG Makama also participated as a member of International Association of Chiefs of Police, USA, and National Organization of Black Law Enforcement Executives, USA. Lately, Mr. Makama was promoted to Assistant Inspector General of Police in charge of Zone 11 Police Command, Osogbo, comprising Ondo, Osun, and Oyo states.
I am delighted that in the service of AIG Bashir Makama, he was able to reach the position of AIG.
I'm happy to hear that he's now the AIG in charge of Osun, Ondo, and Oyo. So he's a wonderful gentleman.
When he was appointed as an AIG, I asked him that immediately I needed him in Makurdi, that I must pay back what he did. You know, let him give me the list of his people. I will give the list of my people. I'm organizing a dinner for him. He said, okay. Little did I know, Makama is actually a very strong man. I didn't know that all the answering he was giving me, speak to my wife, just talk to my wife, whatever. I didn't know that the wife was sick, was even operated. If it's people like us, we are likely to say, no, it's not possible. But he was a strong man. You know, it was God that took him to this level.
The achievement of AIG Makama is not limited to the police profession alone. Looking at the home front, he's also a loving husband to his wife and a caring father to his children. Just the way people lost in the aura of love would say, Makama is the best thing that has ever happened to his family.
As a husband, wow, I don't think I would have asked for any other husband than him. Yeah, we all have our faults, so to say, as human. We all have our shortcomings, but he's the best so far for me, as far as I'm concerned. He's loving, he's nice, he's humble, he's accommodating, he's God-fearing, yeah. And he loves his family to a fault. The close family, the extended family, he loves them to a fault. And he's somebody that is dedicated to his job. For that, I know. He's dedicated and he knows his onions when it comes to his job. So, to me, he's all that I wanted, and I thank God that I have him.
Personally, I've seen the amount of time, some things that he had to forgo. Sometimes I had to wake up late in the night to respond to calls or situations that were happening, and I know it's not something that is very easy.
He's a good family man, a very good family man. You need to see where AIG Bashir Makama is playing with his wife, just like schoolboys or schoolmates playing. And he loves his children. He loves his children. He loves his children. And I think those children are lucky to have him as a father. Because even when you see them, you know that, yeah, these are highly disciplined set of children.
My father is a very nice person. And he's very... He's very easy to talk to, and then he's always there when you need him, anytime you need him. And he likes when we give him a call once in a while to make sure, like, okay, we're all right, and to make sure he's all right. He likes it when we all come together and talk to him, and just about random stuff, tell him about school and everything.
Apart from members of his immediate family, AIG Makama is equally well loved by his kinsmen as he extends the hands of love and care to them.
If the society appreciates the value or the capacity of a person like that, he deserves to be in the legislative houses, able to bring to bear his experience in legislative, lawmaking, to assist the society to grow. Because policing job is a matter that has to do with the reality of human. Nobody is born a criminal. Some people become criminal in the course of life, not necessarily because they desire to. Now, based on those exposure, to be able to know or to be able to enrich whatever it is that is to be done there.
I will just enjoy my friend and my brother Makama that your retirement is to ensure that there is something that will keep him busy.
The next thing he is now is not to run after criminals, but to relax a little, take off time to take care of my sister, who is a wife, who has really given a lot of sacrifice. Our wives, they have really sacrificed. So I want him to take more time now with the family. Dedicate more time to keeping the home front that have suffered for long, to really let them enjoy now, while I wish him very well.
We know that how a person makes others feel speaks volumes about that person himself. On this note, do we celebrate our own AIG Bashir Makama, who has made his stay and encounter with the nation a memory and a blessed one for all. We pray that your life in retirement shall be better than the previous one in active service. And the same way you never chased shadows in service, may your retirement never be in vain. It shall be filled with joy, peace, and bliss. We are certain that though he goes into retirement, He is not tired, so our arms are crossed to see you fulfill another divine call upon your life in the service of our beloved nation. Retire your job, but do not retire your mind. Congratulations to our AIG.
And we encourage him to continue the good works he has been doing.
For somebody to stay in for 35 years and retire honorably without any problem, I congratulate him. I wish him the best. Himself, his dear wife, and children.
I would want to say a big congratulations to Mr. Bashir Makama as he bows out, having served his fatherland for this long with an impeccable service record, like I said earlier, and is coming out without any blemish. I want to wish him a very happy time in retirement, and most importantly, to let him know that his services are still required in Nigeria, and we hope in the very near future that the authorities will see the good in this kind of people and put them to good use to help Nigeria become a better place to live in.
I congratulate him and I wish him well. And I look forward that even after his retirement, because looking at him, he's still looking very strong. Nigeria will still find a place to make use of his wealth of experience and his passion for security and development in this country. I congratulate him. Not many people that he even enrolled into the Nigerian police with ended up in this honorable manner. And so I congratulate him and I wish him all the best.
I'm happy he has joined us in retirement, and I'm happy for him. I congratulate him.
I wish you the best. Life in retirement, you've started experiencing it. So we are going to tap from you the experiences you've had, your length and breadth of knowledge you've gathered while on retirement. But I wish you the best, my brother. I pray that you enjoy your retirement like others, my brother.
Every man's life is like a bicycle. To maintain balance, you must keep riding. Ride on, AIG Bashir Makama, in trustworthiness, integrity of purpose, and love for mankind. Age is never a factor when such qualities are present. People like you may become aged, but they don't grow old because they possess outstanding capacity for intellectual renewal and replenishment. Consequently, they remain relevant and are sought after even in old age.
And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself up. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up.